So if you've been paying attention, basically the theme of this year is no. Which means the theme of this year is boundaries, okay? You're going to be saying no to stuff just to say no. Instead of saying yes to stuff just to say yes. Do you get my drift? So 2026 is a 1 year if we're talking about numerology. 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 0 is 10, which equals 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, right? 6 is a bit of a messy number in a literal way, right? It attracts mess, dirt. But the thing about the number 6 is it's the number of unconditional love. And so it's when you love that thing anyway, no matter how messy it may get or it may be. And that is why it's important to have your boundaries and to say no this year. Because you'll be dealing with the 6 energy, you'll need to essentially have your boundaries so that it won't corrupt you, okay? So I pulled the Tower and I'm like, what the fuck was we doing last year? Because Tower moments the whole entire year, what the fuck was we doing? I'm gonna be honest, we'll be feeling more sensitive or just feeling more in general, okay? 2s and 6s, that's like a very soft number. 2s are about partnerships and relationships. 6 is about unconditional love and love in general, divine love, right? And so don't listen to people. Also, you'll need to use your discernment a lot more this year, because the discernment this year is more like you talking that bullshit versus oh my god, I really need to pay attention, because it's just gonna be a lot of people spitting random jargon. And it's you kind of know the truth at this point. If you're falling for it, you just are a sheep. Now, as we are rebuilding our relationships with this concept, with this foundation of unconditional love, right? This is going to spark new journeys of individual exploration within us. So it's as you get better with other people, you will get better with and closer to yourself. This year, it's okay to want to help people. You don't have to be stingy and overly self-protective like how you're used to being. And for the love of God, please stop being so self-defeating, because you are blocking your own blessing by telling yourself these defeatist ass things. Let me ask you this. What makes you so different from anybody else around this bitch that is either struggling or being successful? What makes you any different? You're not. You may have limits or, vices, whatever the fuck. So does everyone. What's your excuse? What are you working with? You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking of your life and your reality as what's against you, and start thinking about it as what's for me, right? So when you have a setback, think about it how did that just set me up for the future, right? So we're going to be having a lot of coming home moments, a lot of realizing what has actually happened now that the emotions have subsided, because your emotions will confuse you and make you think that something happened that really just didn't happen, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, everybody might be kind of looking at you funny. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying in general, when something like this happens, you was just in your head. So main points for this year: boundaries to handle this unconditional love energy, right? Because when you're in the energy of unconditional love, that doesn't mean you're being a martyr. It doesn't mean you're being a pushover. That means I love you, aka I care about how you feel no matter what happens to us or to you. That does not mean I let you take advantage of me. That does not mean I let you treat me any kind of way. It just means I still care about how you feel. And you can act upon that accordingly, however you need to. But you will need your boundaries this year, or else, I'm going to be honest, as a person that deals with 6 energy, you are going to kind of fall into this void where you feel like nobody loves you and cares about you. It's not the case. It's you having a problem with martyring yourself and giving yourself away. So you have to say no. You have to say no this year. That's the only way that this is going to work.